John Byrd, I'm trying to buy. John Byrd, what are you doing?
Yes, I was going over some of my network plans.
Network plans, what is that?
No, I was actually playing Candy Crush.
Okay. Well, that makes more sense. I was saying I've got to buy a fridge. I'm trying to buy a refrigerator right now, and this is a lot more difficult than I anticipated. Tony Gump is the most recent fridge buyer in this room. Even though you bought a fridge for the studio.
Yeah, it's not your normal fridge. I think it's a 7.5 cubic foot.
Yeah, see, I need a big one. I need like a family fridge for everybody. But in particular, we want one that's got the drawer at the bottom, like the freezer drawer, because we've got the side by side, but we don't want that anymore. We want a freezer deal.
Yeah, you definitely. I mean, you want to. If you're making an investment like that, go ahead and update.
Do they make fridges that make like the ice maker does different types of ice? Like,
yes,
yeah, they do.
I want I want the pellet ice with the hole in the middle.
You can get that.
Really?
But it's gonna cost you.
Cost me what?
About $12,000. About $12,000.
I mean, that's what all of them cost.
You know, I mean, I could be wrong. It could be $15,000.
When's the last time you bought a $15,000 fridge?
Well, last time I bought a refrigerator was 2002.
How much was it?
It was about $15,000.
Okay.
So I mean, they're crazy. They're up. I mean,
I don't know what world you guys are living in right now.
Well, at first I thought he was saying 1,200, and it just hit me. He said 12,000. 1,200 is about the going price for most refrigerators.
But if you're going fancy, if you're going with like a computer screen, you know, if you want to watch TV while you're standing in front of the refrigerator, I've never figured out why they do that. But you're gonna be looking in the mid-2s.
You know, and Trish told me no, but I wanted one with the window on the front of it. It's like on one side, it's got a window, and you can like see in the fridge without having to open it, which is kind of pointless, but it still looks cool. And some of them have a camera inside, where if you're at the grocery store and you forget what you were supposed to get, you can get on your phone and look in your fridge and see if the stuff's in there.
Now, see, that's a good idea, because if kids or grandkids are ever opening the fridge and leaving it open for 5 minutes just to find out what they want to eat, they can look and not have to open it.
Think ahead. Like Tony says, quit buying your kids stuff. Don't even buy them groceries, and then they won't run your power bill up.
No, get them groceries.
Yeah, I don't like this whole peering into. I mean, you think about it. Food has to go through enough. You know, chickens are butchered. You know, you have all these animals that are killed.
And they get hawk burn.
Yeah, and they get hawk burn and all these things. Maybe they just want a little privacy to relax before they're eaten. But you got to, I mean, you know, it's like you're spying them. I would feel kind of creepy.
Yeah.
You know, maybe the cheese wants to get it with the scallions.
I'm going to be honest. I don't even know what you're saying right now, but I'm sure it's got some meaning behind it.
Yeah, it does. And I didn't say stallions, by the way. Scallions, like onions. I don't know why that came to mind.
Am I the only one excited about the UFL, the merger?
No, you're not the only one.
Because the Birmingham Stallions, I think, are going to have like 4 or 5 home games. And as a matter of fact, Tony Gump and I went to a Stallions game together, and we had front row seats. We have to go to a Stallions game together.
Yes.
And tell the listening audience, meet us out there. Because I think I just had a light go out. Or am I tripping? Did that just happen?
What? Oh, my. What is that?
Okay, so we could set up, you know how they got the big open parking spot out across from the stadium, like on the front side of Top. We could do a meet and greet tailgate Willie deal.
Tailgate Willie, I like that.
And it will be an over-the-line tailgate party. Not just the line, but the over-the-line for the over-the-line family.
Yes, me like.
Look at that.
That's a great idea.
Now, just a heads up, if you get tickets there and you have front row like we did, you got to walk a long way down and up if you have to go to the bathroom or buy something.
Yeah, front row sucks when you're going to get a beer because there's no easy way. You're like up, like 50 stairs. let's go ahead and put this out here since we're on the front end of this podcast. If you are watching this anytime 6 days after it's published, Sherry Pub.
Sherry.
This weekend, Saturday, 6 p.m. It's our St. Patrick's Day celebration. We're calling it St. Patty Willie.
Ah, I like that.
That's what we're calling it, but Sherry's calling it St. Practice Day.
Right.
Because it's practice for
St. Willie.
St. Willie.
St.
Look,
Willie. I like
St. Willie's Day. That's what it is. St. Willie's Day at Sherry. Y'all come see us. 2733 Moody Parkway
yes,
is the address.
I just put out a promo for it online. And also, we officially get started at 7, like up on the stage. But we're going to be mingling and drinking and partaking in food and hugs and all that during the 6 o'clock hour because there's a Celtic band playing.
Yeah.
I might get up there and do a little jig.
So those of you that are watching live and are in the chat, y'all make sure y'all hook it up. Charles says, what is Moody Police like? This describes my audience right here. It's like, I'll come to your event, man, but I don't know about those cops, dude. I need to know, like, are they going to be on me? That's a good question. I haven't, I'm kind of at the age where I don't get harassed by police like I used to. But, there's good and bad, I guess.
You're never too old to get in trouble with the police.
Here's what I think. I don't know if this is a question of can I drive home drunk, which I would never suggest.
No.
But you can do an Uber, or you can get a room. Like there's a Motel 8 down the street, which also isn't the best place to go because I think somebody got killed there not long ago. Actually, I think a cop got killed there.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe see if there's some other ones besides that one.
Well, you can sleep in your car. Just take you leave a blanket and pillow in the back seat.
Yeah, nobody sleeps in their car quite like John Byrd.
I lived in my car for a few weeks.
Did you really?
Yes.
Well, you've suggested sleeping in the station van before.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe we could rent out the station van to some people. I've got to turn my headphones up. I didn't check them before we got on here, so stand by. Or do you got it on your end? I got to do it over here, don't I? Hey now. Did that turn yours up?
Yeah, well, mine are really loud already. Help me. Help me, somebody. Help me. For God's sake, will you help me? Somebody, give me a hand. Give me your freaking hand. Help me up. I have fallen, and I cannot get up. I need help.
Okay, I found it.
Okay, how about mine? Because my ears are hurting.
Oh, yours is loud?
Yes. Oh, my God, I've fallen again. I need 2 people to help me. I do. I need to, hey, everybody. I've run out of things to say. My God, I can't say anything else.
Okay, there's plenty to say, but...
okay. Yeah, oh, my God, go way down. Go way down. That's not it. Way down.
Listen. I can't find it. We're just going to talk quietly, okay?
Okay, I don't know what... Byrd, just settle down, man. It'll be all right.
How can I not find his headphones? I just did all of them.
I'm good.
I don't know.
How are you now?
It sounds great.
You need your headphones. Are they that loud?
How about that? Yeah.
Okay. Well, as long as you can hear yourself on the mic, the importance for people that don't know, the importance of a headphones is so you know where you're at on the mic.
On the mic, right?
Yeah, you got to know if you're talking loud enough or whatever.
Right.
So, anyway.
Well, this is good. I've got it sort of on my ears.
It looks good.
Yeah, you think? I think it
nice.
looks good.
I've messed up my curtain over here, but that's fine. It's whatever.
This show, it's falling apart. No, let's start it again.
Yeah, start the show over. But yeah, I don't know how the police are out there. I mean, they're not. I don't guess they're too bad.
I haven't heard anything bad about them, so
I just say be safe. Everybody, be safe. Don't drink and drive. All that stuff.
Yeah, Uber's good.
You got to be careful because that police department. I've heard that they can be pretty moody.
Yeah.
You get it, moody.
That's absolutely terrible.
It's good if you know it. You're just jealous you didn't come up with it.
Yeah, that was good. So anyway, we just want to see y'all out there. That's all that's going on here. So
Good food there, by the way.
dude, the food's phenomenal. I know people probably think that listen to the radio that we just, especially when you know how when we talk about advertisers, and I talk so highly of these people. In radio, there's so many different programs and stations and stuff where they are just, hey, this person gave me money, and so I'm going to tell people to go to their business. Mm-hmm. And so I know people think of us like that, but like when we go the extra mile to talk so highly of these people that partner with the show, like we mean it. I mean, we use these guys. And the same thing applies for O'Sherry Pub. Like we're talking good about their food and about their atmosphere, because we actually love it, you know. This place is awesome.
We've been there just like of our own accord.
Yeah, we've gone on our own thing. We've only done one official event up there, but we've been up there 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And the last time we went up there, Tony, there was a politician guy that was running against Mike Rogers. Which, by the way, wow. I wanted Mike Rogers to lose. I don't like Mike Rogers. But he came up there to meet us, and that happens sometimes when we do events. An aspiring politician will catch wind, and they're like, "Oh, I go talk to the radio people. Maybe I can become friends with them."
Yeah.
So he comes up there, and he wants to meet us and everything. And next thing you know, Tony's got him out in the parking lot for like an hour, hammered him about the Federal Reserve and everything else.
Oh yeah.
And I was like,
that guy, didn't he withdraw? After that?
No, well, he was on the ballot, but maybe he did.
He realized how much he didn't know about politics
after
talking to Tony.
Like, I
started quizzing him about some stuff, and he looked stumped, and I started throwing some facts at him, and he just, I just think he meant well, but, good luck to him.
I would have quit. If Tony Gump would have nailed me out in the parking lot for an hour, I'd be like,
he was a nice guy, and he meant well, but, we need some fighters out there.
Yes.
We do. We need some real fighters.
Warriors. People that are willing to just put it on the line. You got to.
Yeah.
I
agree.
I mean, if I meet a politician who's on board and gets what's going on and they're true and they're not paid off, I'll help them out any way I can. This guy just wasn't educated enough. But he's a good guy. I don't want to say names.
Yeah. He seemed like a nice guy. I was thinking about, and this happens a lot with me. I don't know about y'all, but I am, and I've been this way my whole life, extremely worried about how people view you. And this is well before radio. It's a little different in radio, but just like the ad thing and people thinking we're just blowing smoke and just talking because somebody paid us, or if we really mean these businesses are good. But I also worry, like, does the audience think we're really full of ourselves? Because think about how we start the show every day. We are talking about what we've got going on. That's the entire first segment every day.
Yeah. Sometimes it's good stuff. Sometimes it's bad stuff. That's the thing. It's not that we're, we want to do that Facebook thing where, hey, everything's great, everybody. Look at this. I posted this and I posted this. And then all the stuff behind the scenes is not going on. I mean, we just tell it like it is.
Yeah.
So
we're not talking about how great we are like Dale Jackson does.
Yeah.
I mean,
Selfish Talk 99.5.
Yeah. Oh, me all the time. We should do a parody of that, actually. We should do a mock radio station and pull that and then do the different characters. You can do like your Dale Jackson impersonation, which is really good. Give me a Dale Jackson doing a liner for Selfish Talk 99.5.
Hey, make sure, guys, that you listen at 10 o'clock for Selfish Talk, where it's going to be news and views with just me. Wait a minute, that sounds like Krusty the Clown. Well, actually, Dale does sound like Krusty the Clown.
Yeah, he does. He does.
The most energetic. I still don't remember. I still don't remember.
That was pretty good.
That was good. What about Murphy's Mark Levin?
Oh, that was spot on.
Man.
You know what we should have done? We should have had him as Mark Levin and you as Dale Jackson arguing with each other. Imagine how good that would be. Oh, that'd be real
nice.
good.
That would be nice.
We got to think about who we're going to start bringing on. We've actually got a guest booked for not this week, but next week. Brian Dawson, 1819 News. Since those are our official news partners, we're going to bring him in next Tuesday. What else? I don't think we got anybody else on the slate confirmed. You know who I want to get in here? Alex Stein. And you know what's crazy about Alex Stein? I've got his phone number because he accidentally said it on his show one day while I was watching. And I rewound it and I wrote it down, or I typed it in my phone and I texted it. And I was like, this really ain't Alex, is it? He's like, yes, sir. And I'm like, ah! And so then I didn't bug him anymore. But I love Alex Stein. Would love to have
Get him on.
There's a clip of he had Laura Trump on a show the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this was before Laura Trump was put up as the RNC co-chair, but she was in the running for it. And it's funny because Laura Trump is a Trump. So there's a sort of etiquette you've got to present when you're around the Trumps. I mean, these are rich people. Alex Stein is not like that. So when he brought her in, this is the clip right here. When he brought her in, he got Justin, what's the guy's name? Sean Farish, the guy that does the Trump impression.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, your father-in-law's actually on the phone, and then started talking to him on speakerphone. This is hilarious. Watch this.
Oh, okay, last thing. So President Trump, Laura's here obviously talking about her new children's book, and she says that you were a part of it or something, or what did you have to do with the children's book?
Well, quite frankly, I wasn't used enough. I have to say that. I probably would have written, I write great books. I have The Art of the Deal. I have a lot of wonderful books, but you may have heard about it. Dr. Seuss, I taught him a lot. I taught Dr. Seuss how to rhyme, believe it or not.
You taught Dr. Seuss?
Right there, and I taught him a lot. I believe I just told you that. I taught him a lot. I taught him how to rhyme, believe it or not. Let me just tell you this, too. This was the first version of Green Eggs and Ham. He didn't want to do it. It was, I will not eat green eggs and ham. I will not eat them, Lindsey Graham. I will not eat them with the senator of South Carolina or with the virus that came from China. I will not eat them with Mitch McConnell or with that horrible person, Rosie O'Donnell. I will not eat green eggs and ham. I will not eat them, Lindsey Graham. We were going to do that. He didn't want to do that, but he wrote a good book, too.
Beautiful.
Well, is there anything you want to say to your father-in-law before he goes, Laura?
I just want to say thank you. Next book, you're going to be the star of the book. Don't worry. We won't make that mistake twice, for sure.
Well, and I'm happy to hear that, and I'm happy to hear that you're going to be the new co-chair of the RNC. You're going to do a lot better than Rana and all of these other people. And today has been a great day. We had a wonderful victory. The Supreme Court reversed their decision from Colorado faster than Chris Christie reversed his lap band, which means he gained all of the weight that he lost, and he gained interest too. He's a big guy, and we'll be hearing a lot from him on April 8th. There's going to be an eclipse. I'm sure you heard about it. It's going to be dark for a while, but you're going to do a tremendous job.
And President Trump, last thing, what's the deal with Nikki Haley winning D.C.? What's the deal about that?
Well, you see what happened in D.C. They call it a swamp for that reason. And I don't know how many people she talked to. She talked a lot about the fellas. I'm not sure how many fellas were down there. But we have to look out because, I hear she has a way around the back of an SUV. I call it an SUV, the escapade in an Escalade.
Oh.
That's our whole career, wrapped up into a pretty little package. Escapade in an Escalade. And maybe that's how she won D.C. I'm not sure about it, but we don't need it. We got super fantastic, tremendous Tuesday coming, and we're going to win bigly, believe me.
Yes,
So
sir,
you can see how uncomfortable Laura Trump is in this clip. Because it started off good, and then he starts talking about Nikki Haley being promiscuous.
Yeah, she's probably thinking, "Oh my God, what is father-in-law thinking?"
Donald Trump, he probably loves it.
Yeah,
And she's like, "Hey, I'm fixing to head up the RNC. I need to try to behave." But that was good. I just when I saw that, I was like, "That's precious." Alex Stein actually does a show. It's actually on at this time every every day, every weekday on the Blaze. See if you can refresh
Blaze
that
at
page.
6?
Yeah, refresh that page and see if there's a live video up. Oh, maybe he got fired. Last streams 3 days ago.
Maybe
That's
a day off.
Yeah, maybe he's off on Mondays or something.
Everybody needs a little time off every now and then.
I bet you. Dude, listen, he does stuff where I'm like, you're going to get fired. It's funny. I approve of it. But I just feel like this guy's going to get fired at some time because he works for the Blaze, or his TV show is on the Blaze. Mm-hmm. And when I think the Blaze, I think about like Glenn Beck. And then I think about Glenn Beck watching Alex Stein's show, and I'm like, there's no way he approves of this. Like, well, at one point he had, he was doing the George Floyd ring toss. And he had his black assistant wearing a George Floyd mask and laying on the ground with a stick between his legs, and where they would throw the rings and try to.
Oh my gosh!
Mm-hmm. It was
That's funny.
It was I don't know what it was. Speaking of getting fired, something that Jimmy Kimmel will apparently never go through.
Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel is the host of the Oscars last night. Now, I can't play you any of that stuff because YouTube will nail us to the wall. But Jimmy Kimmel, as we noted on the show, there you go, John Byrd. Get that mic out of your face. He's like, can we just say, this is John Byrd. I'm going to be sitting straight up against the table so you can put the camera right there. And then next thing you know, he is so far laid back. Look, wait. Here, I'm going to do it. This is my John Byrd impression.
That is an absolute lie.
That's exactly what you look like
No,
halfway
it's
through
like
the show.
This, and now, you know what? I'm going to do this. Everybody, I hope you can hear me. Hey.
You're not going to be able to hear you. These mics are too good.
The microphone kept hiding his feet. It was like,
I know.
Like,
He's like, and now there's this much of him in the camera. There you go. There you go. By the way, Trish says that when she texts you from time to time that you never text her back.
That's not true. Where's my phone? Yep, right here. Trish, I can't believe you. I cannot believe she said that. That really hurts me. It really does. Okay, I'm gonna look right here. I'm looking up right here because she forgot I have a phone too.
Man, you're putting him on blast live.
Well, it's just on my mind. It's usually how most of the conversations come up on the show.
Well, okay, maybe it's been okay.
Wow. How many texts have you received from her since the last time you responded?
Deep thoughts.
I can't find her. I know she's on here.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know there. Yeah. Oh, there she is. Oh, my phone just went out.
Okay.
Gosh, I'm so sick of this old piece of junk.
Yeah.
That old trick.
We will. We'll get to the bottom of this in the next episode.
Gosh, it's ridiculous.
It's fine. It's whatever.
Oh, hey, you know what I found out today? I got a text today.
From?
The Birmingham Barons.
Pull your mic down some.
The Birmingham Barons.
Put it under your mouth.
The Birmingham Barons? That's not right, is it?
Yeah.
Tilt it this way. There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
The Birmingham Barons.
Okay.
I'm going to be singing again for the national anthem, and they said we'll pick a day. So we've got to pick an over the line day.
Mm.
Yeah. And
what do you mean picking over the line day?
Where we'll say, hey, we're going to be out there. You guys come on out. It's like I'll sing the national anthem, but we'll all be out there hanging. Not hanging out there, but, just.
But what do you mean? What does over the line day mean?
It means there's a day that's over the line.
I mean, like
we promoted. We did something similar to this last year.
right. So you're saying pick a day and then we'll promote it on this podcast.
Yes, we'll promote it everywhere.
But you're saying an over the line day doesn't make any sense. You're talking as if you want us to do our podcast out there.
No. Okay, how about the line? And then that way that encompasses everything.
Okay, so listen, you just pick a day you want to do the Barons.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Wait, I hadn't started yet. No, but I mean, we need to find like an important one, like who is their biggest rival, where it's going to be packed.
It's like the Montgomery Biscuits, right? Or is the Huntsville Trash Pandas?
I think the Trash Pandas might be good because Dale is working on getting me a gig to sing up there as well.
Do pick the Trash Pandas game, and then it'll be us versus Dale Jackson.
Freaking genius.
Coming in with the Trash Pandas. Who Trash Pandas love Dale Jackson. I actually coached the team. I don't know. Pick whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
What? Hold on. This is bothering me right here. That's a little better. That's not really better, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it looks good.
Where was I at? Oh, I was talking about Jimmy Kimmel. I talked a lot about that on the show today.
With Alex Stein, then yeah.
Yeah. So Alex Stein's been fired. Jimmy Kimmel has not been fired. And it's amazing. Again, I can't play you clips from the Oscars, but what happened was Jimmy Kimmel was reading Donald Trump's Truth Social tweets live on air, live on the Oscars. Hilarious tweets, by the way. He then comes out and drags out John Cena naked in some, what do we call it? Humiliation ritual, which, by the way, I believe those are real things. And then did something else. And my thought the whole time was, how is Jimmy Kimmel still getting these gigs where he's done so much stuff that would have gotten anybody else canceled? Tony, pull me up a couple old clips of Jimmy Kimmel real quick, and I just want to go through some examples here, okay?
Here's a good one.
Okay, so here's one from, I think this was the Man Show. All right.
Yeah.
Now,
Comedy Central Man Show.
think about the unwanted touching that Jimmy Kimmel is doing here. And what would happen to him if it was 2024 and Jimmy Kimmel, the comedian everybody loves, who just happens to have lost all his humor, were to do this?
Tell us what you think of the statue. I mean, do you think that she's attractive or not?
I mean, come on.
Man.
Come on, dude. Look at this guy. He's trying to toss a salad. How do you get away with that, huh?
Sick.
How do we not, when we're digging up everybody's past, how does he get Oh, here's another one. Yeah. This is the one I played earlier today where he was acting like Oprah with his migrant maid. Watch this.
My body is my temple. That's why I start every morning with a brisk aerobic workout. But I can't do it alone. Workouts are easier when you have a partner. My workout partner is my maid, Marguerite. Marguerite's soft brown stomach protects my knees and ankles from unnecessary wear and tear.
Not too much longer, mi sopra, okay?
That means shut up in Spanish. 15 minutes a day is all you need to get your heart rate up to where...
Please, mi sopra, you're crushing my... Sorry, mi sopra.
So he's wearing blackface.
Yep.
I mean, that's blackface, right?
Yes, it
Look
is.
at it. And then there was the time he did
But you gotta show that one.
the Karl Malone one.
You gotta.
Oh, Karl Malone.
Because that wasn't just blackface. That was black body.
Yeah.
Which, if blackface is bad, then black body's got to be like 10 times worse.
Yep.
Here's Jimmy Kimmel as Karl Malone.
talking about health. Karl Malone, healthy as horse, but everybody not so lucky. All kind of Americans infected by diabetes. Diabetes infect young, old, women, men. And here Karl Malone whole thing. Why they call it diabetes? That get people all riled up. That's what Karl Malone say, change name diabetes to live beaties. That way, people don't go walking around saying, oh no, I'm going diabetes. Instead, they saying, look our world, live beaties coming through. That's called positivity thinking right there, and that's kind of thing keep Karl Malone on top. Remember now, you too could prevent forest fire. Until next time, it's your Karl Malone.
I mean, that clip is easily accessible. How do we act like that he didn't do that?
I just noticed something. The time 9:56 that equals 9:11. Anyway, commence.
9:56 equals 9:11.
Yep.
Oh, if you add the 6 and the 5, they always, how they put symbols in the back of some of the things.
I was sitting here thinking
he's in the club,
So what's 32 and 32? 64.
No, that's just Karl Malone's number, I think.
Oh, is it? Maybe it is.
I don't know.
That
was just interesting.
9/11, 9/11. What year did this? Did they play this? I wonder.
I think it was 2004.
It was sometime back before blackface was bad, apparently.
Yeah.
Howard Stern did the same thing and actually said the N-word while he was doing it. Remember when he was acting like Oprah?
Mm-hmm.
Was it Oprah he was doing?
I think.
He was with...
I do remember him saying the N-word, yeah.
Here's the thing. That's not racist, okay? According to society. That's not racist, but what is racist is this cop in Broward County catching a car thief suspect and then proceeding to do a TikTok video after he's arrested him. That's what we're being told is racist. Watch this. This is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I'm St. Lucie County Sheriff Keith Pearson. Franklin Sanders and his juvenile companion thought they were going to come through St. Lucie County with the stolen vehicle, with the Broward Task Force on their tail. Ain't happening. Although this is an M5 and it's super fast, we got the Scat Pack out. Hey, what'd you think? Good? Yeah, no comment. Although this car had speeds of 160 miles an hour, the Scat Pack took him down. We want to say shout out to the Broward County Sheriff's Office, Osceola County Sheriff's Office, Indian River County Sheriff's Office for making sure we put this bad guy behind bars where he belongs.
See, I have no idea why this is racist, but people on social media are saying it is.
I do seriously believe that if the perp was Caucasian, he would be making the same video.
I would think so too. I mean,
I
don't know anything about this sheriff, but I mean, I think it's a good idea. This is Broward County. Right next to Broward County is Polk County. Am I right, Tony?
Polk, I think so. Yeah.
Because you're from that area. So
yeah, I was from Hillsborough and Pinellas.
And
area.
that's Polk County, right? Or is that Broward?
Let's see.
Let's pull up the map of Florida and find out.
It's Broward County. It's next to Polk.
And that's all right around Tampa. Yep. In Polk County, you've got Sheriff Grady Judd, who is...
Oh, yeah.
He's a beast.
He's the best.
He's awesome.
Can you do a Twitter search on Grady Judd real quick, and let's just pull up one of his clips, because he's the man. Didn't we play a clip of him the other day where he was talking about the illegals?
Yes.
I think that was last week. Yeah, just go to the search his name. Just type in Grady Judd and then hit enter. And see what we get here. He's always got a bunch of videos. That's the one from the other day. Keep scrolling through and let's see. That's probably all the ones that... Oh, you can go down to that one. Let's play him.
Okay.
That's only 14 seconds long, but it's fine. It's whatever. Whatever.
All right, here we go.
You're not afraid of a gun, get one.
The message from Polk County's top cop, crystal clear.
Become proficient. Get a concealed firearms license and carry it. And if you need to shoot somebody, shoot them a lot. If you're not afraid of a gun, get
See,
one.
that's all you need to know about Grady Judd is that clip right there. It's just shoot him a lot.
Become proficient.
He's a
Get
good guy.
Concealed firearms license and carry it. And if you
It's just
need to
repeating
shoot
the same
somebody,
thing.
Shoot them a lot.
He's
I know, it's just awesome.
He is so awesome. he was involved with the Catch a Predator deal as well.
Mm-hmm.
See if there's any more of him. That's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll go down this Grady Judd rabbit hole, and we'll be watching him for the rest of the night.
Yeah, he's pretty based.
The way I discovered him, ironically, was Bubba the Love Sponge, which is Tampa-based radio show host, who I've tried to get on this show, but
don't give up. Don't ever give up.
he was good buddies with Grady Judd at one time. Maybe he still is. But he used to come on the radio show, and they would talk about kind of crime and stuff, which I would love to do, by the way. I would love to do that, and then I would love to bring a criminal attorney on the show and have people call in and the criminal attorney give advice on, like, what to do or what to expect with your case. Like, people, know.
What?
That'd be pretty cool, but I still think we need some type of psychotherapist in this building.
That too.
What?
Why not a criminal deal?
Well, no. I mean, actually, that's a good idea. We could follow it up with 2 hours of dead air. And then what we can do is people can call in with items that they'd like to sell. And what we can do is people call in that would like to buy them, and we can connect them. The hell?
What are you doing? What do you mean?
These are all like paid programs you're talking about. Lawyer call with, or what,
And you can't be serious right now.
Yeah, man. Come on.
So you don't think it would be fascinating for the audience to call in and say, "Hey, I'm addicted to meth, and I just got caught stealing some copper, and I need some advice on what to expect as I go to court next week."
We're not going to get that.
Look, I've already got people asking me if they can drink and drive from O'Sherry's.
I'm telling you, who you going to find that's going to be able to hold the audience's attention like we do?
I don't know. Maybe you could go get your law degree, and we could do it that way.
No, don't be silly. I'm already a doctor. I'm not going to go back to school. But
look, get in the middle of the camera. That's the degree you need.
Oh, man.
Alexander Shannara.
Okay. Which, by the way,
Alexander Shannara would be a great choice.
Did he sell his deal, or is he still around?
Well, maybe they've kept his likeness. What?
Dude, you can see yourself in the deal. Just get in the middle.
What about that? Is that
That's perfect.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
That's all we've wanted the whole time. Hey now.
I'm looking right there. I'm looking right there. What do you people think? Am I in the middle?
Boomer says he can help. He says, I can help therapists for free. You can help the therapist, or you can be the therapist.
That's actually a great idea. You bring a therapist on that has problems, and then you give some real-world advice to them. Because they're listening to people all day long. This, and they're pent up. They're like this. So what we do, here's what we do. We do a podcast, right? And what we do is we get a therapist. Maybe they've been arrested for running over somebody or something. They've just had a really tough. So you sit them down, and you let them just, they just unload themselves. And we ask them pointed questions. What we think a qualified professional would. I actually went to school for a while for that, but my mental issues. But I think that would be good. We could all come up with questions. We could say, like, how was your relationship with your mother?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good. A lot of shrinks ask that. So, see, we could do that, and that would be fascinating as they would start to unwind and let it forward. Then you would find out what. Never mind. That's not a good idea. No, never mind. Just forget that.
So let's do.
What about Larry Sinclair and a lie detector test?
What about Larry Sinclair giving advice? And we'll have him. We can't fly him down once a week, but we can have him on the phone, and then take calls while we've got him on the phone, and he can give people advice on, what it's like to blow a president or something.
Here we go. The love line with Larry.
Yes.
That's it.
Larry's love line.
Larry's love line.
Doing it from pole to pole.
Oh, man.
Obama's pants.
I wonder what he would think if he heard that.
He would laugh.
Oh, he'd love it.
Yeah.
We got to get it to him. I mean, we could reach out to him on Twitter. Did I talk to him at one point on Twitter?
Briefly, you did one time.
Hold on. Let me look. I can't even remember now.
Well, I'm glad your phone works. Mine's dead as a doornail. I don't know why.
You're so full of it. All right, Larry, where you at, buddy? Larry Sinclair. I said, hey, Larry. Oh, well, there's some text missing. So apparently I talked to him.
And he erased it.
No, well, I asked him if he wanted to call in the radio show. And this was back on October 10th, 2023. He said, when would you like to do it? And then I got freaked out because I didn't know what he meant.
When you wanted to go. Yeah.
That's where I stopped messaging him because he asked when I wanted to do it. I was like, whoa, I'm just trying to bring you on the show, cuzzy.
Those wrist bandages he had were kind of intimidating.
Yeah, he was wearing like a double wrist brace.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, what are you doing, Larry?
Serious carpal tunnel going on. Serious. Double-barreled carpal tunnel syndrome.
Maybe we should do more of, instead of psychiatry with Larry Sinclair, we could do physical therapy with Larry Sinclair.
We've created a network now. We've come up with so many different show ideas. We can go 24 hours.
We could.
CNN, kiss our ass. It's over the line 24/7, 365.
Could you imagine? We could put up probably 24 hours worth of programming easy.
Yeah. I mean, here's what we could do. We could put a little cot in each corner, and we could just live up here. Hey, let's do that. Okay, we'll take
Don't
all our
let him do
vacation
that, Tony.
time. We'll take like a week of vacation,
No.
and what we'll do is we'll all just stay in here. And we'll pee in buckets and things like that, and we'll just broadcast 24/7. And we won't go to sleep. Okay, maybe 4 days. 3 days, and we won't go to sleep.
Yeah.
I got lost after peeing in buckets or something.
Yeah, me too. Like I couldn't even do Mandu today because I had a headache. So
okay, well then what about this? You get a number of passes. Let's say in a 3-day period, you get 9 passes, and they're bathroom passes. So you have 1 bathroom pass that's 1 minute, and then 2 bathroom passes that are 30 seconds.
John Byrd's like, I got an idea. Let's all become slaves.
What do you mean? It's a matter of endurance. Let's do it for the country. How about that? Let's do it for the Donald.
Enslavement for the country. I like it. Not. But it's fine. It's a good idea. I appreciate you thinking outside the bucket.
Yeah. That's fine.
Now, what the country's future does, however, look like was what I played today. Remember I told you that I guess they're trans, that TikToker that was bringing up all the things on Donald Trump's website, and she
figure out what she was.
Yeah, she was like, he's got something called Agenda 47 on his website, and you're not going to believe the policies he's going to implement whenever he becomes president. And she's terrified. Like, look at her face. She's terrified over what Donald Trump is proposing on his website. And as she read them off, we were like, oh, that's good. Do you want to hear it again?
Of course.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's hear this list again. It's so good.
And here are the first 15 promises he has made if he is reelected. You may have heard of Project 2025, but this is from Agenda 47. And you can read all of these on his website. First, he promises that he will carry out the largest domestic deportation operation in history. He will also ask for the death sentence for anyone convicted of human trafficking.
Let's
he will
go.
close the Department of Education and return all education standards to the states to decide. He will put prayer back into school, and he will criminalize any race-based advantage programs.
Yes.
He will end the Affordable Care Act. He will ban gender-affirming care for adults and children, and he will ban any federal dollars from going towards gender-affirming care, which means anyone with government-provided health care will no longer be able to access gender-affirming care except for Viagra and Cialis. Those will still be available.
And Hims.
He will propose a constitutional amendment that gives a term limit to Congress. He will deploy the Department of Justice to investigate the Biden crime family and any of his adversaries or political rivals. He will immediately pardon all of the January 6thers, and he will create a task force to investigate anyone who arrested, charged, or imprisoned a January 6er.
Let's go, baby!
He will increase the penalties for underage criminal offenders, strengthen immunity for police officers, and deploy the National Guard to patrol woke cities.
Yes.
On day one, he will reassess our participation in NATO and says that every European country needs to pay the United States for protection. He will also restore the wonderful travel ban for Muslims coming to America. He will build freedom cities. This is 10 new cities built on federal land. He will award them to areas with the best development proposals, and he will prioritize moving young families to these freedom cities. He will kill all e-vehicles and e-vehicle legislation, seeking to replace that with the development of a flying car. He believes that we could create a car that vertically takes off. He will remove all of the limits on American natural gas exports and drill baby drill for oil domestic.
Drill baby drill!
A tariff of up to 60% on Chinese imports. He will extend the 2017 tax cuts and drop the corporate tax rate from 21% to 15%.
Yes.
He will push Congress to pass legislation that would give every American the right to concealed carry anywhere at any time. And he will revoke any gun restrictions or legislation that seeks to inhibit people's ability to own guns that's been passed in the last several years. He will demand that Europe pay back all the money we gave Ukraine.
Oh, yeah.
And then he will use all of that money to
recruit
for the American military.
Come on.
And he will take billions and billions of dollars from private university endowments by taxing, fining, and suing the universities.
Yes.
He specifically names Harvard in this one. And then he will use that money to create the American Academy. It is a free online college that will be free of wokeness that he will force employers to recognize as a bachelor's degree equivalent. So that's Agenda 47.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
Fantastic job reading that.
Good job, trans. Good job.
That was awesome.
If they don't take that and turn that into a promo for scroll. Well, never mind. I was going to get you to look at the comments. I think somebody did take that and turn it into a commercial for Donald Trump, but it's fine. We don't have to worry about it. Those are all good things. All
of it.
Does she have any inkling that she actually helping the good people here?
There's no clue.
But see, that's what's so strange, because she actually was very well spoken. She sounded professional. There was no real emotion in the voice.
Right. She didn't seem like terribly upset. She threw a couple of these in there, but
yeah. But I mean, surely she's got to know.
Well, I don't know. One thing is, and I noticed this over the weekend, especially with the UFC deal, and I mentioned it on the show.
Yeah.
Donald Trump is turning into a cultural icon. And this is, put this in perspective, this is crazy to think about, where he had become so demonized through 2016 to 2020. Yep. They had created him as this Hitler persona, the devil himself. They had demonized him on that level. No politician had ever been demonized like this guy. And within 3 years, it is turned around, and it's starting to become cool to associate with Donald Trump. Whether it's these guys doing man-on-the-street stuff, where they're going into the black community, and these black people are like, yeah, I F with Trump. I'm good. Bring Trump back. You know, we was doing good, all this other stuff. To him going to these UFC arenas and shaking hands with Nick Bosa and Joe Burrow, which Joe Burrow's been Mr. Gun Control and all these other things. Like, you would think he's no fan of Trump, but he's sitting there smiling. He's excited to see Trump. Dave Portnoy, Barstool Sports owner, he's never been really that much of a fan of Trump. He's talked about it in the past with his dad loves Trump. but he was just kind of meh on it. All these people, there's images of them now shaking hands with Trump and like seemingly excited about it. Things are turning around, man. To go from that to this in that short amount of time. You want to talk about the political comeback. How about the social comeback?
Yes. I mean, I just don't understand why it took 3 years, but I'm glad it has, where people can look and say, they're starting to look back to, well, yeah, gas was a lot cheaper. Cost of living was a lot cheaper. I could go out to the club more often.
Right.
I mean, and now people are just trying to make it.
Now, see, when you talk about the social aspect, you got to think all these people are waking up. Who would have thought Russell Brand would be pro-Trump if you would have told me a few years ago? Think about Joe Rogan, the biggest podcaster out there. He's all aboard, and I could go on and on.
Yeah, Joe Rogan, last thing he wanted to do was like kind of endorse a candidate. He wants to be middle of the road, but it's gotten to the point where he's like, hey, we got to do Trump, cuzzy. Well, let's do it.
Is there middle of the road anymore? Really?
No, well, the middle of the road is the majority now because the middle never moved, but the entire political sphere shifted to the left. Mm-hmm. So the people on the right ended up in the middle. The left is like far left, and the right is combining with the independents. And so that's a lose-lose situation for the left. Shouldn't have gone so far left. You should have came back to the right a little bit, and you'd be in a much better position. Boomer, why does Boomer keep asking me about my shirt? He wants to know what's under my shirt.
That's kind of weird.
Is that your Larry Sinclair impression? What's going on?
He sees the black rim right
there.
Oh,
it's a black shirt.
I think it's very fashionable.
What do you think?
For God's sake, don't do that. Don't stop. Stop it.
Don't stop.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Anyway.
Well, Byrd's been nipply around here before.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, but I can't. That's a condition. I can't. I don't go around rubbing my nipples.
Wait, move your arms.
No. No, I mean.
Are you nipping today?
No, see. Why?
I'm just wondering. That's all.
You were the one playing with your nipples.
Listen, do you have any music for us today that you're going to play?
No, I'm sorry. Yes, I do. Yes. You sent me a link to a parody that you thought was very funny.
Yeah, listeners. I had 3 or 4 listeners send me this.
Yeah, and I don't normally do this, but I really, really like this. I would like to give credit to the author, but so many people have posted. I was trying to go down that rabbit trail of finding out who the original author was.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't. So, original author out there, please don't sue me. I think you did a great job. So, I thought I would break out Tony's 12-string guitar.
Okay.
And do a little parody about Joe Biden and his physical condition where he can run this country.
I like it.
So I'm going to go talk amongst yourselves.
Well, how can somebody run the country if they can't even walk?
Yeah. You can't run if you can't walk, my friend.
Well, I take that back. There was Roosevelt and all that stuff, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Walk, talk,
Well, Tony just ruined one line of the song. Thanks, Tony.
Do we think, and nothing against people that are paraplegics that listen to this show, but you don't have to technically walk, but you have to, your brain has to work. And even if you're paraplegic, you've probably got it more together than Joe Biden.
Yeah.
You probably can walk better than Joe Biden as a paraplegic.
Possibly so.
I wonder if Joe Biden buys his own Adderall.
Oh, no. They get that from Hunter.
I don't think it's just Adderall. I think they've got scientists up there that are doing a special mix for him.
You think they do an Adderall steroid double-dose cocktail?
They're experimenting with him.
Now, this is funny. When I was visiting my grandfather last year on Easter, they showed the Easter Bunny clip, and he actually said, I said, what? Or he said, why is the Easter Bunny here? Is that Hunter's drug dealer or something?
Good stuff. John Byrd, if you don't get in the middle of that camera,
You ready?
I swear to God. Move this way,
Move
just
the
a hair.
Move the microphone down just a little bit. There you go. That's better.
I want him to be able to see
Yeah,
the guitar.
okay, you're good.
Beautiful guitar.
Yeah, just stay right there.
Okay.
All right, take it away whenever you're ready.
Gosh, I can see around this mic. Okay. You know what? Let me take this off.
Oh, my God.
I just have to feel. I have to feel the vibration of the guitar and just feel the air moving. All right. He's an old guy, has dementia, can't lead us, and the country too tells them big lies. Barely speaks English, sniffs children and their mom's hair too, and Joe he keeps falling, and Joe he keeps falling, goes the wrong way when he leads his speeches, wonders each day through the White House yard. All the Dems say we should re-elect him. How can he run when walking is so hard? And Joe he keeps falling. Yeah, Joe he keeps falling. Joe's falling, Joe keeps falling, and Joe keeps falling, and Joe keeps falling, and Joe's free. Yeah. He keeps falling, and Joe's free. He's free falling.
Hey now.
Thank you, everybody.
Hey now.
Wow, that was phenomenal, John Byrd. I love the ending, by the way.
Yeah, that was definitely interesting.
He got really loose, and I don't think he does that enough.
Yeah, no, I improvised. I mean, it just came to me. All of a sudden, these chords started appearing in my head like Mozart. His music just started coming in. I was like, don't do it, just let it go.
In this way, you weren't technically stealing somebody's song. You made it your own.
That's true. Now, you know what? YouTube can't screw us over.
That's true.
Take that.
Take that, buddy. Why does he look blue all of a sudden? It's like
I'm blue.
Something with his camera. It's like, hold on.
Blue. I'm so cold.
Wait.
Oh wait, I did see some.
He does. He looks really cold.
So cold.
It's fine. We got to get out of here anyway. Tony Gump, any final words, my friend?
Final words. Sleep, meat, sunlight, and water. Good things to live by.
There it is.
Heavy. Man, that's awesome.
And John Byrd.
Yes, drink this green stuff you put in water. It's really, really good. So you do that. They have other flavors too. I love it. It's like I've never seen this before. It's really, really good. And also make sure that you practice your songs really well when you're going to do a parody. And that's it. I'm done. It's done. I'm so embarrassed right now. I mean, deep inside, a part of me has died. I feel like I've let everybody down. And, you know, the pressure. There's a lot of pressure. You know, you don't want it to be, but, you know, Andrew suffers from social anxiety, and I do too. But I try and be there for him. because I know he's under a lot of pressure. Tony's under a lot of pressure too. I think I have a tendency to put myself under too much pressure. I just need to be me. And I know that you guys accept me for who I am. And I want to thank everybody for that. Thank you.
Okay.
And brush your teeth every day.
And make sure you wipe.
And floss. But not your... No.
All right, we're going to get out of here. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Make sure you check out every other video we've ever made in the history of the world.
Yes!
Until next time, circles!